Hi, it's Alex. So I watched the risky behaviors video and listened to the audio story, and I wrote down a few points from each that I found to stick out more than the rest. So I thought I would talk about those right now. So, starting with the risky behaviors video, it talked about how most teens nowadays are getting into relationships with their friends or with friends of friends rather than through social media, except for a select group, which are teens marginal in their social environment. And so the three examples it discussed were teens of color when surrounded by mostly whites, those that are in the working class when surrounded by those mostly in the middle class, and then members of the LGBTQ community when surrounded by mostly straight teens. And I found this really interesting because it's just something I've never really thought about before, how something that someone can't control, like the color of their skin or their sexuality, can affect their development in adolescence, because I feel like this is such an important stage in someone's life when figuring out sexuality, intimacy, all that. And so if that's being affected over something they can't change, I just think that's something that needs to really be looked at and noted. So yeah. And then for the audio story, I actually found this more impactful than the video. But the one part I want to talk about is the 2017 survey they were talking about. And they said that teens reported having less sex overall, have less sexual partners. They're using better birth control methods, but there's less condom use because just a lack of sexual health education in schools. And I want to talk about this because it's actually something I've been thinking about because I never really received a good, solid sexual health education in any level of schooling. And I know that a lot of my peers haven't either because we all kind of receive the same level of education. Um, so I find this really interesting because I didn't realize these are trends overall because these are throughout all of the country. And so I think it really shows that education is super, super important because if kids are not using condoms now, like that's something that will affect them for the rest of their lives, whether it comes to STDs or pregnancy, um, like that will have a huge, huge effect on them. So yeah, I just think it's really important to note. And yeah, so overall, my thoughts on sexuality and adolescence, I find it really interesting. I know I keep saying that, but I really do because as I said in my last video, I want to be a pediatrician. And so this is the kind of stuff that I really am interested in gaining an understanding of. So yes, that is it. Thank you.